Hi everyone, Shane R. Monroe here. On Reddit, we're frequently asked, what's the best power bank for taking your deck on the road? Previously, I reviewed the Anker 737 power bank, and while it's a great bank, the price can really put people off. Often recommended on Reddit is the Baseus 20,000 milliamp power bank. But if you're a regular follower of this channel, you know I won't recommend anything I don't have and use personally. Today we're going to fix that. Stick around. All right, let's take a look at the Baseus 20,000 milliamp power bank, $48 on Amazon with coupon. And opening up the box, we have a nice USB-C to USB-C cable, and of course the standard manuals and warranty cards, all the things that you probably aren't going to end up needing. But there are a couple of things in the instruction book that will help you better understand your power bank and how to change the display, but we're going to go over it too. Unwrapping the battery itself, you can see it's fairly small in comparison to some of the other bigger ones that I've shown on this channel. It's attractive looking. Here it is next to the Anker 737 and the Rav Power Pioneer, one of my other favorite power banks. And of course, the monstrous insignia that you can no longer get, but it's definitely one of my absolute favorites. The Anker is obviously considerably bigger. And let's take a look at the top here. We have two USB-A ports. We have a micro USB in for charging and a Type-C out and in for output and charging. We have a single button on the side and a small display window that will show us the current level of the battery, which is 37%. Let's peel off that great plastic. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plug it in to charge. And let's see what we got. So it is now showing in. So we got power coming in and it is charging and it's at 38%. If we tap the button, we'll see that there's 19.9 volts coming in. And if we tap again, we'll see that there's about 2 amps coming in. What we don't see is wattage coming in, which I think is sort of a bad deal. That's something that I really liked about the Anker 737. But listen, it's more than most battery packs have. Okay, so now we are going to plug in our Steam Deck. If I can find the hole. Can we charge it at the same time? So we're going to go ahead and charge it. Starting it charging. Okay, great. We have input on the charge. 11.4 volts, 1.4 amps. So it's not as good as charging through PD. But now let's plug in the deck. The question is, can we charge and play at the same time? Can we in and out at the same time? Take power in and send power out? The answer appears to be no. I was hoping there was some way we could toggle it, but it doesn't look like that's possible. So it's either in or out. You don't do both at the same time, which is kind of sucky. I've kind of gotten used to being able to do that with almost all of my batteries. Maybe it's better for it if you don't. Okay, so we're watching what the deck is consuming right now from what we can see. And that's 15 volts. And right now, 0.5 amps. Okay, great. All right, so let's put this thing under some load. Nex Machina, of course, being one of my favorites because it definitely pulls some juice. And we're going to use this multimeter proper since we cannot tell the wattage going in or going out of this battery. We're going to use this little multimeter to help us understand whether or not this battery is indeed delivering what we need it to deliver. Okay, so right now the battery is already full, so it's passing through about 25 watts, which is exactly what we want. We're also checking out its amperage and voltage, which looks like it's also pretty close. So yeah, the on-screen display works pretty well, except for it doesn't show you the wattage, which would be a really, really great touch. Of course, if you already have some sort of a multimeter like this, then you really wouldn't need the battery to tell you anything. You could use the multimeter. But on the go, I really, really like, yeah, that doesn't fit there. I really do enjoy having that data available to me. This is a great budget power bank that's missing a few key features that I personally would want in a power bank. First, there's only a single USB-C PD port. Second, it won't charge and deliver at the same time. Finally, 20,000 milliamps just ain't enough for the greedy deck. From dead to full, the Baseus will only charge your deck about 1.5 times, maybe a bit less, using 68% of the battery. It takes 2 hours and 30 minutes to do so, which is slower than higher priced banks. Finally, it takes over an hour and a half to recharge using the Steam Deck Power Brick. While showing voltage in amps, it fails to show the most important characteristic for me, wattage used. At $48 with the current Amazon coupon, it is less than half the price of the Anker 737, even on sale, making it easily the best value out there. Plus, hundreds of Reddit users swear by it, and you know how Reddit is. If you're looking for a budget bank, this is it. If you need something beefier with more PD ports and more juice for the travel, I'd consider looking into the Anker 737, especially if you can get it on sale for $100. That's going to wrap it up, folks. I'm Shane R. and if the channel helped you, you can help it by hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, and of course, dinging that little bell. You know what to do. Thanks again so much for watching, and take care.